After getting 85% of his transfer revenue just a week later, he persuaded his board to give him 100%. Finally. I had a much quieter summer though, declining job offers and stealing more of Dad's scouts. But what an eventful summer Dad had, because takeover talks gave him a transfer embargo, although there was some promise to clear all of Dad's debts. So Dad just cracked on with his job and started a new tactic for next season. That was until things broke down with the takeover talks and all hopes of debts being cleared and possible financial happiness for Dad went straight out the window. Now, Dad, you've got 100% of the transfer revenue.
Yeah, I was pleased with that. I was a big surprise.
Yeah, you didn't sell any players.
It didn't help, did it?
And also, you almost wouldn't even be able to buy any because of transfer rumours.
Yeah.
However, that collapsed.
I was excited in one aspect, but disappointed in the other because it came at a wrong time for me, didn't it? I was just getting ready for
Deadline day
to try and get a couple of loanees in that I might be able to afford their wages, because we're on deadline day, they make them a lot cheaper, don't they?
Yeah.
And I was waiting for that one, and then all of a sudden this rumour of a takeover came in and saying that I'm just not allowed to buy anybody.
Transfer embargo came in.
And that's I thought, I think it was like 6 days before.
Yeah.
I thought that's just bugging me up for the loanee players that I was going to try and get in, but fortunately it collapsed.
Yeah.
Which you can look at it two ways. You can be disappointed that it's collapsed because I've got no money then.
Well, yeah, because it was offering to clear the debts.
Yeah.
It wasn't a tycoon takeover or anything, because that would have been very exciting if you got a tycoon takeover.
But even if it did happen, though, I don't think they would have given me loads of money to buy just before the transfer line. So
let's see what you did then.
Yeah, so
you renewed 2 loan deals in Saki.
Yeah,
from
I had this guy
year.
last season, so he helped me out last season. So I thought, well, I was able to loan him again. He's only 21, so he's a good signing, really, I think.
And Luke Gamble, who was a left back.
Yeah.
Gambled on Luke Gamble. Renewed those 2.
Good bet that was.
Free transfer in Paul Komposh.
Yeah, I was quite pleased with this. Centre defender.
Yeah.
Not bad, yeah.
Looks quite good. 6'2". Austrian. Omari Kellyman. Good loan deal, this one.
I was quite pleased to get this. I didn't think I was going to get him at first, but they allowed me to pay his wages, and so I took a chance on this guy. He looks quite good in a position where I feel I could have done with someone of his calibre as well. I mean, his finishing around the goal is quite good, and he's fit.
Yeah.
He's quick as well. So.
Yeah, absolutely. Dad has changed his tactic. Of course he has. We've got a loan deal with Kerr Smith. A loan deal.
This
a
guy's
permanent
mine.
signing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this is
really cheap, though.
Never centre back, so I was quite happy with this. He's, that's 2 centre backs I've bought in, which I quite think is quite strong, and I've got the left back as well. So
improved.
I'm improving my defence, yeah.
And then you got the loan deal. So Christian Irvine come in, striker.
I mean, like I always said to you, I always try and do the spine of the team, don't I? So I've got 1 striker, 1 midfielder,
one
and 1
CDM,
defender, and I'm covered for every
and a Marinallo.
Every injury that could possibly come up to me, and then I've got a recovery in it.
Yeah.
I mean, like yourself, I've changed my tactic. Reason being, I'm learning off you. How did you get yourself promoted? And I noted when you got yourself promoted, you changed your tactic from a defensive,
conservative
to an attacking.
Yeah.
And I thought, right, if I get half decent players in, I'm going to change my tactic to doing a more of attacking, because I'm more of a defending.
Yeah.
person. I'll make it hard to beat me, don't I? But you got promoted by playing more of an attacking side. So I'm going to have a go.
And so you have.
Yeah.
4-2-1-3 with a shadow striker, which is pretty much going to be Kellyman anyway.
Yeah.
If I did pick best 11, you can see the team lining up here.
So 2 of my loanees that I got on the last day are in.
Yeah, 3 of them, in fact. Spikes, Nalo, and Irvine.
Yeah, so all 3 of them have gone in. So
yeah.
That's a hell of a thing in last day sort of signings, really.
Absolutely.
But I was quite happy with that.
Saki's obviously in there after the goals last season. Kellyman goes straight in the shadow striker role. Perkins moves from the shadow striker into that advanced forward.
That was my surprise that the assistant managers put it in there, because we were looking at Longstaff being up there as well, weren't we?
Yeah.
But
he did drop off last season.
Yeah,
though,
he did, yeah. But if he's going to put that in, I'm going to go with it.
Yeah, fair enough.
He's been looking after him. He's been training them, so he knows what they're doing best, so let him go for it.
Okay. We'll have a look at your schedule now before we see what I've done for my first season in the Premier League. You've done hell of a well.
Hey,
It's worked.
I am so nervous now. I've seen that happening. We was watching it, and I'm thinking, I've won again. I've won again.
You went ages without conceding a goal.
I ain't conceded a goal until I got to
29th.
Yeah.
In the league, and only conceded against Middlesbrough.
It was against Lincoln as well. So yeah, I mean, Middlesbrough are a good side as well, so I'll take that. That's hell of a start. I am so nervous now. I'm really nervous.
You are top of the championship.
Yeah.
And you've drawn against a Premier League side in the first game. I mean, it is Newcastle. There are very different.
Then I'm at home.
Beat. You are at home.
So I mean, God.
So that's another 2 points that you could potentially snag straight away. So
I'm so nervous. I can't believe.
Interesting.
I just can't believe how this starts worked. Oh, I mean,
All right, okay. Let's see what I've done. Now, of course, I'm not going to go very attacking with my first season in the Premier League. That I think would be very detrimental. But I did bring in some fantastic players nonetheless. So let's have a look at them. So first off, I've got in Kerfold, who I originally thought was a really good pickup. And then when he joined my team, I realised he's nowhere near as good as what I thought he would be. And I wasted, how much? 5 billion.
Wasn't it? Yeah, you sat there and you went, I think I've just wasted 5 million. And I went, hey?
Yeah, he was a lot better than what I thought he was when I went to originally sign him. I got Simon Adingra, though, which I do think is a good deal for £1.6 million. He's decent, very pacey, and I think he'll work quite well in this division. Joe Fairs, now £10 million, 11 million in total. This is... it was so difficult spending like that amount because I know obviously I'm coming up and I'm not really the best in the championship, but I think he is decent and he's only 20, very good potential.
His physicals
are unreal, yeah, for an English centre back. So he counts for the registration purposes, etc. So strong left foot, very strong right foot. There's a lot to like about him. He just needs to develop a little bit more. So I just needed to be good this first season and keep us in this division, if I'm honest. So Joe Fairs comes in. Then a couple of recognisable faces. Marcus Leonardo. We've signed him a few times.
Yeah, we have, yeah.
I picked him up for quite a good deal for only £4.5 million. He was in the Championship last year at Middlesbrough. Didn't really play that much. But, hey, £4.5 million, I think I can do something with him, I think he's very good. So the Brazilian comes and joins us. And Belmonte is another one that I've been a big fan of in previous iterations of Football Manager. Thomas, 6.25 for Thomas, and I think it's actually quite a good deal as well. Very good mental attributes, great natural fitness, gets forward whenever possible, plays naturally in 2 different positions. Okay, he's on the wrong end of where I'd like him to be age-wise of his career, but I still think it's a good pickup.
If he does your 2 seasons and keeps you in that league,
that's
money
it.
Well spent.
Absolutely. Then I went for my striker. I think this is a bit of a bargain pickup. Max Skreblin from Dinamo Zagreb, Croatian. Great striker.
That's a hell of a striker.
Physicals, that's what I wanted to see there. Left foot very strong.
Hell, isn't he?
Aggression, so he can press from the front there. Alright, his finishing's only 14, but great dribbling ability, good composure, 14 off the ball. Everything else is where I need it to be. Maybe I'll look into trying to train him to beat the offside trap, and it could help me in the long run through that. But yeah, Max Skreblin comes in, £4.2 million. Yeah, I think that's a good deal. He's already got 1 goal for me in 3 games as well. Then there's a few signings that I did, a few players that I did actually sell as well. So we can see there, Arthur Okonkwo, the goalkeeper, £4 million. That's because he had the match the highest earner contract in his contract, and he bumped up to like 67,000. I was like, what? So I only managed to sell him for £4 million. I mean, how much is he on now at Sunderland? 55, so it's quite a lot, but he's an okay goalkeeper. I just don't think,
he's worth that much.
Yeah. So I had to sign a goalkeeper, and that's basically what I did. In Spike Brits, 73k from Manchester City. That's a good pickup.
I think that's better.
Yeah.
Than what you had, really. So.
I mean, not quite as good as what Okonkwo's rated right now, but better in potential.
Yeah.
And he is on a high wage, I'll give him that. But younger, English, so again, registration purposes, but I think in the long run, he'll be a much better goalkeeper for me. I like this as well. Uses long throw to start counter-attacks. Could be useful.
Yeah.
Could be very
useful. He can use both feet as well, which is unusual for a goalkeeper.
Absolutely. I also kept the loan deal of Diogo Travosos, which is exactly, obviously, the way that Dad's been doing it as well. Somebody told me the way to actually get the loan deal, because we mentioned before in the past, is to put in a really high optional future fee. Apparently that works. So, unrealistically, they never want to send you back. So you have to do the unrealistic things to get the players that you want. Unfortunately, I'm gonna use it. Then finally, I think my best signing, and I had to sell Mike Trezor for 2.3, despite accepting a £10 million bid from Reading and him rejecting it. He then moved for 2.3 million intermediary fee as well, just so that I could afford to bring in Mohamed Cham. But it's worth it, because that's now my best player.
Unbelievable. When you pulled this guy out, you was like, whoa, look at this. We were like, never.
Yeah.
For that amount.
I mean, free transfer, and he signed on the 21st of August. Just didn't have a club. He has a minimum fee release clause of 40 million, but I'll be okay if he went for 40 million.
I'm not spending the penny to buy him.
Yeah.
Definitely,
was playing at Clermont Foot for all of those years, so I picked him up on a free transfer. He's played a couple of games for me already. Now, my tactic. I've gone back to my first conservative tactic that I used in the Championship. Now, of course, to get me promoted was this, but in my first season in the Championship, I used this. I'm going to try again. So I'm going to keep Marcus Leonardo on the left-hand side there. Spike Britt stays in goal. If I did best 11 pick, I believe both of them gets taken out the team, which is the reason why I held them both in there. Oviedo actually stays up in that centre attacking midfielder role, but I don't mind too much. 16 finishing. Yeah, he's quite good at that anyway, but I know full well that Mohamed Cham can play there if other players, are fit and can play in that role. So we still got the likes of Zahori in there, Rollheiser's in there, Oviedo, Andy Leons is still in there, Lewis Binks. There's still a lot of my Championship core is still in the team, and I've only really peppered a couple of new faces in there. Will it be enough? Well, right now I am 20th because I've lost every game other than the cup game. But I do think I've had a really difficult start. I mean, Brighton away from home.
Yeah.
Not great start. Then Liverpool. I went 1-0 up as well, annoyingly. And then Victor Osimhen and Joe Neves scored. So what was I supposed to do? And then I played Man City, and they've got Nico Williams and Evan Ferguson and Erling Haaland.
Look at the forward line they got.
So, yeah, wasn't doing that great. I picked up so many yellow cards as well. Unbelievable. And obviously, I don't get any points beating Premier League sides because that would be a completely broken thing in the game, points-wise. But my third round draw is Morecambe, so that's quite good, actually, I think, going into the next round. The only game I won was against Championship team Stoke. Can I stay in the Premier League? Can Dad join me in the Premier League? There's only one way to find out.
I am so nervous, mate. I'm sitting here thinking, oh my God, what a start I've had. Will it carry on? Because I normally start losing games as soon as we start simulating them. It just goes like that then from then on, doesn't it?
Well, let's find out then. Let's simulate it, see what happens. Now, I was going to need a lot of luck if I was going to stay up this season in the Premier League, which so far I haven't had. However, there were some glimpses of quality from our Wrexham team that give us a lot of hope for survival. Dad's Notts County team, though, was enjoying their time in the Championship, and they even managed to shock a few sides this season along the way. First season, I stayed up.
Well done.
Stayed up.
Well done.
33 points. Oh, three
points clear.
Oh my God, look how bad it was.
It's still good enough though, isn't it? You stayed in there.
I was 20th. Look how much I was 20th for a long time. It was quite tight there, look. 28 points was Fulham who went down.
It's not usually that tight, really, is it?
No, not at all.
Well, I say not usually. It has been in the last couple of seasons, though, isn't it? So, yeah.
33 to 30. I mean, minus 25 goals. I won 7 games in total. It's not bad.
Mate, you won your last game of the season.
Which could have kept me up.
Probably kept you up.
Yeah, because I had a worse goal difference than the two below me. I won 7 games, beat Man United twice.
Best team in the world.
Easy. I won 4 away games. I won more away games than I did home.
The good thing about it is you played United and you had United written across your shirt.
Yeah, that's true. And then 12 draws as well. So some big draws in that. Arsenal away, that's a big one for sure. Yeah, Chelsea at home, Newcastle at home, Villa at home. We've seen how good Villa have been recently.
Yeah, definitely, yeah.
Okay, let's have a look. Did I have any players in my... Just yellow cards. Of course I did. Just yellow cards. Nothing else. But, cup competitions. Did I win a cup? Maybe. Maybe that's where I'm going to get my points. I gained 1 point for being higher than you in the league. But that's down to you guys. You wanted Dad to get the point when he was a league above. I get the point now, so I'm already 11 points above. So we'll see whether Dad can catch up from that. Oh, no. 4th round by Chelsea, quarter-final by Norwich.
Quarter-final's good. Where would the Norwich finish then?
10th. Looks like they might have won it as well. Ooh. They've won something at least.
Possibly lost against the winners then.
Yeah. Okay, Dad, let's find out what you've done. 3rd.
God, get in.
Playoff win.
Yes. Get in.
Playoff win. You beat Everton in the final, 89th minute from Kellyman.
Ooh.
Wow. Okay. Beto scored against you. Not as good. Yeah. In the Championship.
Look at the 3 people that did score, though.
Sonny Perkins and George Hurst as well. Fair enough. Right, okay.
Yes.
You're joining me. We'll both be in the Premier League for season number 7 or 8? 8. Season number 8. Semi-final, you knocked out Sheffield United, 6-3. But yeah, you're the league table, 88 points. So you're 6 points off of automatic promotion, 10 points off the champion Sunderland.
Nowhere near me, though, were they, to finish?
No. Yeah, you were miles ahead. You were sat in 3rd place by yourself, basically, for a long period of time. 12 points deducted from Sheffield United as well.
Where would that? They'd have automatically gone up.
Yeah, no. No, they would have been on the same points as you.
Yeah.
They would have been on the same points as you. That's harsh, isn't it? Because you knocked them out.
And yeah, they still played against them until in the final. So
you didn't have any of the top goal scorers, but you did have 2 in the highest average rating there. You had 1 of the clean sheets. Fire was highest yellow cards. Okay, so you get 3 points for winning the playoffs and gaining promotion.
I'll take that.
So that's 3 points already. So gain 2 points on me at least, because I won obviously the point for being a league higher.
I'm up. That's the main thing, isn't it?
Did you? Maybe you won a cup.
Yeah.
Well, you played Newcastle. You could have knocked them out. Who knows?
To be honest,
cup.
I would take just beating like Newcastle for an extra 2 points.
Yeah.
I'm not expecting to go any further than that because I was at home at the time, wasn't I? And I was in a winning streak as well, wasn't I?
Yeah. You'd only drew 1 game.
That would do me.
Let's have a look. Oh my God!
Christ. When I seen the cup, though, I thought I won it then for a minute.
I mean, that means you have beaten Newcastle. So where you runners up to Norwich? Yes.
You could have been in the final if you'd beat
them.
Yeah,
only lost them in the
quarterfinals.
Quarterfinals I lost. Oh my God.
Now you got to the final.
Right, so 3rd round, you beat Newcastle. You gained 2 points by beating Newcastle there. So that's 5 points you got there.
I'm shaking. I can't believe what I've done.
Put you in the 4th round. And you knocked out Chelsea.
Oh, gets in.
There's another 2 points. That's 7 points.
2-1 at home again, see?
Into the quarterfinal. Knocked down Spurs.
Hey. Penalties.
I was only eliminated by penalties as well. Oh. So that's another 2 points. That's 9
Newcastle,
points.
Chelsea and Spurs.
That's 9 points. Into the semis. Everton, they're in your league. They're in your league. Because I see you beating the playoff final.
Yeah, it was. Yeah. So I beat them in the semi-finals of the Carabao Cup and in the final. Of the...
So you gained 9 points just like that. I mean, we haven't even checked the FA Cup. How did you do in the FA Cup?
I don't know.
4th round by Man United. There was another round before that you could have. In the 3rd round, I got eliminated by Chelsea there. 3rd round, you knocked out Watford in the Championship. So no, in a replay as well. In the Championship teams, you were like, oh, it's a close one, replay. Premier League sides, no problem. We'll get them eliminated. No problem whatsoever. What an unbelievable season that is. Fair play. Well done.
I'll be honest with you, I didn't think I had a good enough team. I thought I could get close to the playoffs. That'd be what I'd be really happy to get close to the playoffs. Because obviously I didn't sell anybody again.
No, I mean the loan signings really helped you, but Langstaff, 21 goals. Considering last season he was awful. He's only 2-star ability, like he's 33.
He wasn't even in my starting 11, was he?
No, he got 6 last season. He got 16 this year. Unbelievable. Sonny Perkins, what a great player he's been for you.
Yeah.
People in the comments even referring to the relationship that you have with Sonny Perkins from the 3rd goal. He's like another son to you now.
Definitely, yeah.
Saki, so both obviously you and Sunderland going up. Unfortunately, Saki is part of Sunderland's team.
Yeah.
I don't know whether you'll be able to keep him at all, and he's also worth £54 million.
Yeah, they're not going to let him go.
We haven't looked at your transfer budget yet to see how much you got next season.
16.
Yeah,
so
he got 16.
For a forward line of 3, 4 of them are a hell of a good, weren't they?
Kellyman, unreal loan signing there. He got really good average rating, but fair enough. The question is, are you going to keep this tactic in the Premier League?
What can I say?
We'll have to find out.
I'd like to think I can't. I'm gonna have to say then I'm gonna have to see what players I buy, but I don't think I'll play 3 up front.
Well, you've got to replace a lot because you loaned a lot.
Would I have 6 players on loan?
Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 players on loan, and all of them played over 38 games. So the lowest one was now low. Is my board
going to back me though? Are they going to give me some money?
Let's have a look. Transfer budget for next season, 27 million. It's not as much as what I had, but it's a good chunk.
Mate, I can buy some good players with that. I could buy probably 5, 6 good players for that. They're not going to be outstanding players, but I think I could buy 5 or 6 players
just to keep you up next year.
Just to keep me up. Yeah. I don't think I'll play 3 up front. I'll possibly play 2.
Yeah.
I think looking at the tactic you've just played in yours. You played a little bit conservative, didn't you? And you just scraped in again. And it seems whenever we play conservative, we nearly go down. And when you play attacking, you go so hard.
It pushes you a bit.
Can't believe it's
We'll have to find out then.
27 million though. Thank you very much. I'm going to take that.
Yeah?
Yeah, definitely, yeah.
All right, let's have a look at the final points tally for season number 6. So yes, Dad's team was so unlucky not to lift the League Cup this season, but the late Kellyman goal gave them promotion into the Premier League and 3 points thanks to that playoff win at Wembley. But the huge cup run was fruitful for Dad in this challenge, gaining him 2 points per Premier League team that he eliminated on the way to the final, giving him 9 points this season, taking him up to 22 in total, with my sole point for finishing higher taking me to 24, and the gap between us is all but gone.